Hello, and welcome to another edition of Cinder's Playground. I'm your host, Cinder.
And I'm Jose.
And Jose, we were talking about my second favorite villain of all time in comics. That is Victor Von Doom. And we thought we would do this episode not only because he's my favorite villain, well, my second favorite villain, but because of the hype surrounding RDJ playing Doctor Doom in the future for the MCU. Before I get into his history, sure. What do you think about this news when you heard it?
Um, I'm happy to see him back, I guess.
Hmm. Would you rather see him as Iron Man?
Uh, yeah, but I don't dismiss it, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, I'm just thankful we're going to see the character. Like I said, I'm a fan of his, so the fact we get to see him, you know, and yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like I said, this is not going to be Victor, obviously. It's gonna be Tony. So it's probably like I said, Tony from another universe where he went down the wrong path and he becomes Doom. You know what I mean? Which could you live with that? That's fine for you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be cool, I guess.
yeah. Like I said, I just want to see him. Like I said, and I think it'd be nice to see Tony or Robert, I guess, be bad if that makes any sense. I think it'd be cool. It'd be cool to see. So but yeah, so yeah, that happened this past weekend. And I was like, you know what? We should probably hop on this Doom thing because everybody's making videos about Doom now, So research, we're gonna do it the Cinder way. Give you guys a brief history of this iconic villain. And without further ado, we're gonna get into it right now. Um, so Dr. Victor Von Doom is a supervillain appearing in Marvel Comics, created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby Legends. He made his first appearance in Fantastic Four #5 in 1962. He is the monarch of Liberia, whose goal is to bring order to humanity through world conquest. He is the arch enemy of Reed Richards, Marvel's smartest man, although in recent years it's been theorized that his children are smarter than he is. He has battled not only with the Four, but Spider-Man, X-Men, Doctor Strange, Black Panther, the Avengers, and the entire Marvel universe as a whole. Uh, and he's done that more than once. He's also has been an anti-hero at times, working with heroes if their goals benefits him. Okay, so that was just a brief opening. Now we're going to go into the publication history. Um, like many of Marvel's Silver Age characters, Doom was created, as I mentioned before, by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. And when the Fantastic Four book was released, it was popular, and the two wanted to keep the book's momentum going, and they wanted to add a new villain. Stan came up with the name Doctor Doom. He felt it was eloquent and menacing. The character would get a back. Oh, the character wouldn't get a backstory until 2 years after his debut. Kirby would later say Doom's design was a combination of the man in the iron mask and death. Uh, he hides his face not from the world, but from himself. Although the FF has fought many villains, Doom overshadows them all. And during the 70s, Doom would find his way into other books. Um, but then, fast forward to 1981, John Byrne would start his great 6-year run on the Fantastic Four, and Doom would make his first appearance in Byrne's run in issue 236. And unlike his initial reasoning for wearing the mask, which was a tiny scar on his face, uh, uh, Doom being a perfectionist, this was ugly in his eyes. Byrne telling his story, his whole face was scarred and refuses to take the mask off. After Byrne's run, Doom would continue to be a fixture in the Marvel Universe, uh, appearing in books like The Punisher, Spectacular Spider-Man, Excalibur, and the X-Men. The next writer to take over the Fantastic Four was Stephen Englehart, excuse me, who was the writer that exiled Doom from Liberia, and but the writer left the book before he could finish his arc. So the new writer, Walt Simonson, had Doom had the Doom we've been seeing was a robot, and the actual Victor was in hiding, planning to take back his country with a new armor and new design. Then fast forward a few years, oh well, a lot of years, to uh 2003. Mark Waid took over that Fantastic Four. In the unthinkable storyline, Doom would forsake technology and invest entirely in mysticism. This story, Doom imprisons Franklin Richards in hell, which leads the Fantastic Four there and setting them up for a trap. With a magnificent fight that ends in one of their deaths. um, so Mark Wade's run was one of my favorite runs in the FF. You know, if I'm being honest. Then fast forward a couple years, 2005 through 2006, Doom finally got his own limited series called Books of Doom, written by Ed Burbaker. In an interview, he stated that the series was to shed light on Doom's early life. Next, after that series ended, he would be part of Marvel's two big events, Dark Reign and the Siege storylines. Then, in the next Fantastic Four arc called Fantastic Four 3, um, Doom loses his mental capabilities, and Reed's daughter sees this and says she can restore it to him if he helps Reed. So he does it, and excuse me, and with this time, excuse me, and then during this time, the Fantastic Four would be in an ultimate battle in another dimension, and to stop these invaders from this other dimension coming to Earth, uh, Johnny would sacrifice himself, doing the ultimate supernova blast. Excuse me. Sorry. Uh, ultimate sacrifice doing the supernova blast. Doom is at the funeral. Later, he joins the Future Foundation, which is an offshoot of the Fantastic Four. So he reluctantly does and works alongside Franklin and Valeria, which are Reed's kids. Later, Doom would return to Latveria, where he saves Tony Stark by defeating Latveria rebels. After the attack, Doom tells Tony he relinquished control to Latveria and is a new man now. And Tony is not trusting of him, obviously. uh, but they wind up getting attacked, and Tony is wound up unconscious due to Captain Marvel interfering with Liberian affairs. Doom again takes it upon himself to take up the mantle of Iron Man, and in recent years, Doom has gotten his own solo series. Uh, and in the first arc, Doom's frame from blowing up a space station and has to prove himself that he didn't do it, and that's like his most recent run. Is his first, well, not a first, but like his first ongoing series, which is still going today, I believe. Okay, before I go on, so what do you think about his history so far? Well, in comics,
I didn't know too much about it actually.
okay.
Just mostly from the cartoons.
Yeah. All right, hold on. Slip away. Uh, Now we're gonna get into uh powers and abilities. Possessing vast amounts of wealth, uh, and power in his homeland, he's considered one of the most dangerous villains in the Marvel universe. He's a scientist, inventor, genius level intellect. He has invented several doomsday machines and robots, aka the Doombots. Going back to his intelligence, he was able to cure Ben Grimm, a feat that Reed couldn't do. Um, Pause there for a second. So, what do you think about that? That he could do something Reed couldn't do.
Yeah, I think he did that out of spite.
Probably, you know. Then it's funny too because comic fans has always had when that happened. All us comic fans were like, you know, Reed probably could have did it alone, but he wanted Ben to stay like that. What do you think about that?
Um, I feel like I don't. Well, I think Reed meant it like in a good way.
Well, I mean, in his eyes, I'm sure because I think in his eyes he was thinking, well, it's for the greater good, a bit to Ben to be the thing. But you know, pushing that aside though, like I mean, you know, everybody else on the team looks normal except him. You know, so how do you think that makes him feel? I'm just saying. I mean, Ben has never been in my top 10 or even top 20 of my favorite heroes or anything, but I like his story of, you know, that unattractive thing because, you know, me and my self loathing. But, um, you know, so like I said, anybody with a tragic story, you know, I gravitate towards too, whether it be film, comics, movies, anime, whatever, you know, and Ben's story definitely speaks to me, you know, and the fact that Victor cured him and made him like a man again, you know, to me, like speaks volumes to like his genius level, if you will, you know. Okay, moving along. He has obtained just about every powerful item in the Marvel universe, including the Silver Surfer's powers, the Beyonder's powers, Galactus's world ship, the Cosmic Cube, the Ultimate Nullifier, the Infinity Gauntlet. Doom is also a powerful sorcerer. He was primarily taught by Tibetan monks, and later writers would bump his magic power up even further. He can transform his consciousness into anyone nearby. His armor enhances his physical strength and durability to superhuman levels where he can hold his own with the Thing and the Hulk, although he tends to rely on long range attacks when dealing with these powerful enemies. The armor also has an arsenal of high tech weaponry and gadgets integrated within it, including a shooting lasers from his gauntlets, a defensive force field, lethal electric shock if you touch him. The suit is self supporting, which means which it provides him with air, food, water, and energy, which allows Doom to survive long periods without needing rest. No, without needing rest, and he can survive the vacuum of space and even underwater for long periods of time. Even with his armor, Doom is proof. Oh, excuse me. Even without his armor, excuse me, Doom has proven himself to be a highly skilled hand-to-hand combat, even killing a lion in one single blow. He is almost He's also proficient in swords and shield combat. And lastly, he is an absolute monarch of Liberia and rules his country with an iron fist. And his Doombots maintain order. He has a diplomatic immunity, allowing him to escape legal prosecution outside of his homeland. Uh, um, uh, and from the outside looking in, it seems like he's a tyrant, but people adore him and also has harbored supervillains in the past to escape prosecution. Ugh. Oh, and by the way, he also has a working time machine.
Sheesh.
Oh. So, what about that list of abilities?
Yeah, that's nuts.
Doom is a badass, bro. Mm. Now, this is something I normally don't do, but I thought it was profound and I wanted to include it. His psychology. On many occasions, Doom's only real weakness is his arrogance. He is incapable of accepting um, of accepting that he might be the reason for his own failures. This is highlighted in Doom's refusal to accept responsibility for the accident that scarred his face, but instead blaming Reed. Doom has a strict honor code, though, and he holds it up at all times. If you save him, he will return the favor, and he would never engage in battle with an already weakened opponent. And on several occasions, he has aided the Fantastic Four, only reason being that he wants to be the one to destroy them and no one else. uh, so, what do you think about that?
That's pretty fair.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's a man of honor. Like I said, I mean, most villains they don't give a shit if you're hurt or not. They're just like fuck it, no. But I think that's honorable of him to like not take advantage of a down opponent. He's like, no, I want you at your full, at your best when you take me on. You know, I
Yeah.
I think that's more of a pride thing than anything else, though, for him. To be like to say, I beat the Hulk, or I beat Professor X or Magneto or whatever. To say that you did it, when they were at their best. So if anything, it's bragging rights. Then put it in layman's terms. You know,
Yeah.
um, uh, and actually, you know what? I think I didn't know he was a good at hand-to-hand combat. I thought like the suit did everything, but
Oh no, I knew that part.
oh, you did. But oh man, it's good. Uh, Now for some stats for you about this awesome character. Uh, there are villains, and then there's Doctor Doom. Doom was ranked number 4 in Widget's 101 greatest villains. He was ranked number 3 in IGN's 100 greatest villains of all time, and he was the number 1 villain on Comic Vine's top 100 Marvel villains, and Ranker ranked him number 1 as well.
Isn't
um,
Ranker the one that we banned from this podcast? Because
no, that was that European
oh,
one.
okay.
I forgot the name of it. I know it was an Esquire or something else. I was like, yeah, one of those European magazines
What did
like
they
from,
do
from the
again?
UK.
Oh, they put Constantine in front of like
Yeah, I think they put him in front of I don't know. Yeah, they put him in some. Yeah, he was like,
top 1 or 3 or
well, he
something.
wasn't one. I think he was like 2 or 3 or something like that.
Nah, I think he was number 1.
Really?
Yeah.
I was just like, what?
Henceforth the band.
No, it wasn't Ranker. No. Ranker is a US website. Um, I mean, so what do you think about these worldwide publications putting him so high in all their lists? What do you think about
Sorry. I'm trying to think. It depends on what was around him.
that? Hmm.
But that's still like a good feat.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, wait, where's the one that has the Marvel villains? Oh yeah, Comic Vine. Yeah, they broke it down to Marvel villains, but everybody else put it in villains overall. He's like 1 or 3 or 2. You know.
I would agree with that. I could say top 5.
Oh no, for sure. No, dude, he's awesome. He's the bee's knees, bro. Like I said. I mean, now that I'm sitting here and I read all this out loud to you and the audience, I kind of wish we do get Victor. No, not Tony being Doom. I kind of want Victor himself. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm pretty sure he'll be there.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean,
eventually. Eventually,
if
yeah.
you don't if you didn't get the hint, I guess there was a bunch of different Dooms on stage. There was just one iteration, and that one was,
Hmm.
you know. So
So
I
kind of
feel like,
like how I think they were gonna go that way with Kang
yeah,
and
he
have like
fucked it
different
up.
variations of him. So you think they're gonna switch that out and have like
Yeah,
multiple
I
Dooms?
think he'll be like the main one, kind
Hmm.
of, for like half of the movie.
But then we're gonna eventually get Victor, though. You think?
Yeah,
I should hope so. Especially if you have the FF. You gotta have Victor if you have the FF. You know. They go
They
together.
have the same task. So I'm pretty sure that there's a variation of Victor that's Tony Stark, but I think he's gonna end up helping them defeat the real Doctor Doom.
Mm,
I don't know. We'll see.
let's see. Let's see. Like I said, it's all interesting. You know, everything like that. Um.
That's
Okay.
the
So.
cool thing about, I guess, the multiverse.
Oh yeah, that's a bit of multiverse. We don't have one solid universe. I'm like, see, this is why. Well, I'm not gonna say all comic book companies, but this is why Marvel and DC constantly resets their universes and do reboots because they try to do this multiverse thing. Things get convoluted, and you don't know from who's where, or if you're reading something in like the main, like Earth or universe or whatever, you know,
Nah, I
um,
get it.
you
I
know.
mean, I don't like the multiverse like that.
Oh, neither do I. Like I said, I mean,
I like the straight shot, but I guess it's cool in terms of like you get to see your old favorites back on screen.
yeah. I mean, that's the only good thing about it, you
I
know.
mean, it did bring back Wolverine, so
Yeah. Oh, but
you
it's
know,
not the Wolverine, so yeah.
still
yeah,
a Hugh Jackman
it's Hugh Jackman
can't
Wolverine.
and and oh shit, what did they call
What?
it? The Calverine.
The Calvary. Oh, and you saw that the Peely Wolverine I sent you
Oh yeah,
on,
yeah,
on
yeah.
Instagram. Oh, that's just funny, man. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I might get him. I'm not even in the front row. I might get the Peely Wolverine.
Yeah.
I might. I gotta see.
I
I mean,
told you I was gonna get that one.
I might get the Peely Wolverine. I'm just saying. I mean, I might even get the mine. She's probably gonna be on the battle pass anyway. So
Uh,
I'll just unlock him and get him. But like, if he's not though, and if you can just buy him, I mean, I might be tempted to. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so that was Victor's psychology. Now I'm gonna end off with oh no, what's the last thing I said? Oh, about his greatness. but end off when we do these comic book character bios with reading recommendations, just I like to do. If you're new here, one, thank you, and two, anytime we do a character bio on a comic book character, I like to give you guys reading recommendations because I know a lot of you listening are like my co-hosts and just seen these characters in cartoons and movies and stuff and TV shows, but haven't really gone into the books. To me, though, you get a better understanding of these characters when you read about them, like in the pages, especially characters like this who've been around for, you know, decades. You see their ups and downs, their triumphs, their fails, their, greatest moments and their lowest lows, and, you know, like I said, like I said, if you really are attached to a character you've seen in the film, or cartoon, you know, pick up one of their, paperbacks, one of their one shots. It's good stuff. But these are my recommendations if you want to, read up on Doom before we see him on the big screen. Um, we have Doctor Strange and Doctor Doom, Triumph and Torment. Um, Actually, this is Doom and Strange not going in against each other, but fighting together. So that is an interesting concept, and I like that idea. Like I mentioned before on in his bio, like I said, he'll align with you if your goals align with his. Like I said, he's not our friend to teaming up with a hero. If like I said, if the goal's the same, you know. Of course, I got to talk about Secret Wars 2015 because um, this is the one where Doom was the centerpiece, and this is the one I think they're going to use for the MCU. Because obviously the first Secret Wars was centered around Spider-Man; he was like the centerpiece. But the 2015 Secret Wars was centered around Doom, and this is when we got Battle World, where he made everybody fight each other, which I hope we get to see. But obviously it's in comic books, so it was on a grand scale. Like I said, going back to Infinity War. yes, it was awesome what we saw, and I love that movie. But in the comics, it was so much more, so much more. I mean, everybody, everybody. Um. So yeah, definitely Secret Wars 2015. I mean, I would definitely say read that above everything else I'm going to tell you. You know, especially going into you know Doomsday and Secret Wars. So you have a couple years before that happens. Um, Want to have Doom Quest, which is uh, a story where he goes against Iron Man. Um, Now I vaguely remember this story. This came out, early '90s. Yeah, like I said, two men in armor suits battling it out, man. Good shit. Then we got the Fantastic Four, Unthinkable. This is where Doom sacrifices his first love for power. That's how power hungry he is. He sacrificed the woman he loved to
I'm
gain
gonna
more
leave it.
power. To gain more power. I was like, damn, that's some cool shit. It's cold. Uh, then we have Doom War. Um, uh, this is where Doom overtakes Wakanda, man. So think about that for a second, man. Doom invading Wakanda and taking it over. Can you imagine?
Yeah, that must have been nuts.
Yeah, man. So yeah, Doom War. And then lastly, I have Books of Doom. And I just put this last because if you want to get a sense of why he is the way he is, Books of Doom looks at his early life. So um I recommend that one if you want to, you know, get a deeper understanding of his psyche, or Victor's psyche, and everything. Good Books of Doom. That one's probably the shortest. No, it's not the shortest one on this list, but because I think it's only 4 issues, but definitely worth the read. Like I say, if you want to see his early life, and that is all my reading recommendations. If you want to catch up on Victor, see him in his best. Um, and I'm sure there's more. So tell me in the comments what other storylines that you think he was good in that I didn't list for all my comic nerds out there. I like to know, for sure. But yeah. So now that I'm done, would it any additional thoughts about this character or anything like that, or
Nah,
questions?
I'm just excited to see him on the screen.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Um, I wanted to mention something. Oh wait. So did you see the original Fantastic Four films with Chris Evans?
Yep.
Okay, so what do you think about that doing?
I kind of forgot about him.
Oh, so it didn't leave a lasting impression on you.
Nah, it was all about Sue.
Oh, Jessica Alba.
Yep.
Oh, jeez. Hey, don't be surprised if she makes a cameo. Just
That'd
like
be great.
in another, like, obviously another universe of herself or whatever. You know, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. Like I said, uh, man, and that takes me back, man, because there's a time she was like the it girl, bro. Like
I think she
everybody.
still is, no?
Not to me. Maybe to you, not to me. Like I said, I think around that time was her, and for me, it was what's her face, Jessica Biel from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Oh man,
I agree.
yeah, her man. Because wait, she was in Party of Five first, right? And then she started doing movies after that, showing off the air. Oh man, dude. She was the only reason I watched Party of Five. If I'm being real. Oh yeah, there was a time I would just watch shows if a hot chick was in it. Like that 90210. I would watch. Saved by the Bell. Also, Tiffany Amber Thiessen. It's awesome. You know. Oh man, you're taking me back, man. Taking me back, man. I mean, we're both men now, but like when you were a teenager, who was like your girl, your Hollywood crush?
I told you.
Alba.
Yeah.
Damn. Wow. She's that had that much of an effect on you, huh?
Yep.
Oh, jeez. I mean, for me, okay, teenage Cinder. He had Do you remember watching that show Boy Meets World?
Topanga.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh man, damn. Oh, dude, damn. Yes, yes. No, it's her and what's her face? Alicia Silverstone. You remember her
Oh yeah,
from
yeah.
Clueless? Yeah,
Spider Gwen.
yeah, from Clueless. You
Gwen
know,
Stacy.
she wasn't those. That's
No,
what?
she wasn't. I know.
No, she wasn't.
I feel
No,
like she played Gwen Stacy in
no, she was
the
Batgirl.
game or something.
No,
She
the
had
only
to.
no her only superhero
Right.
thing was Batgirl. She played Batgirl in that horrible Batman and Robin film.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But no, Alicia Silverstone, man. Oh man. No, it's funny when I first got on Instagram, I started following her, and she doesn't look the same. I'm just like, ugh, what happened? All right, I'm sorry. I'm reminiscing here, and I don't want to make this too terribly long for you guys. But yeah, thank you if you made it all the way to the end. Hearing me geek out about this awesome Marvel villain. Um, and tell me in the comments, of course. Let me know. Are you looking forward to seeing RDJ as Doom, or are you not happy with it? This I definitely want to know. From the Marvel heads, let me know. Like I said, do you like this idea? Do you not like it? Do you just want to see Doom be Victor? Let me know in the comments. And also, if you want, you could talk to me on Instagram at Cinder666. I post about this very YouTube channel, updates about the channel, and also geek news and cool shit I find on the internet. So follow me over there. Appreciate it. And throw it over to my co-host.
And I'm Jose. You could catch me at Instagram at JoseCE90. And yeah, let us know what are you excited about? Are you excited for Fantastic Four, Doctor Doom? See
Uh,
what happens to um what's this guy's name?
ooh,
He was supposed to be the old villain. I just blanked out.
okay.
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna end his
They're probably just gonna erase him or whatever, or probably just somebody kill him. Maybe I don't know. I
yeah,
don't
but
know.
he has to be part of the movie somewhere. I want to see what they do to him.
Yeah, yeah. I want to see how they you know turn this. Well, turn it around or make it work. I guess. Yeah, I want to see how they make it work.
Yeah,
I want to see how they make it work. Yeah. Let me know. Are you more excited for Doomsday or Secret Wars? Honestly, for me, Secret Wars. Definitely, man. Like I said,
I'm excited for both.
if they do the whole battle world thing, which is the direction I think they're going, man, uh, it's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good. But as I close it out here, um, thank you for checking us out. And if you're not subscribed already, what are you doing? Subscribe to the channel. And then definitely turn those notifications on. Hit that thumbs up for us. Really helps us in the algorithms of YouTube in these deep waters that I'm trying to navigate in. Um, Dude, we are at 98 subscribers. We're almost at 100.
Whoa.
You know this. If you're listening to this and you're subscribed or you're a new subscriber, let me know in the comments or let me know on Instagram what should we do for our 100th subscriber episode. Any suggestions I am open to. And but no face reveal. Just saying. That's I mean, I'll probably do a face reveal if we get 1,000. That'll probably be in another like 2 years. Um, um but yeah, let me know if you guys want me to do something special for our 100th subscriber. Um, and of course, him and I will talk it over, shoot shit around, and maybe come up with something if you guys don't chime in. But yeah, comment, like, share, subscribe to Cinder's Playground, and once again, we thank you. I am Cinder. He is Jose. We will talk to you guys later.
Peace out.